What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jules, and today, guys, today is finally the day. So as you guys see with the title, today we are going to be lowering the Type R, and you guys know after lowering the car what's going to be coming next. So guys, I am super excited. This should have been done a couple months ago, but with everything being out of stock, back orders, and things taking a little bit longer, now the time has finally come. I'm super excited. So the Type R, oh man, all I gotta say is that splitter, I'm kind of nervous, but this 4x4 status stock height, gotta go, man. So as you guys see at the title, I went with the Swift spring, so that's a 1-inch drop evenly all around. So she's gonna be sitting nice right above the tire. So let's go ahead and back her out and start the process. I'm nervous about this, guys, but look at my splitter now. But sheesh, we still got an inch drop. Oh man. But guys, this is how the car looks stock. I still got the car cover on because these trees in my area, oh my gosh, the trees are nasty. Has sap, all types of stuff. So I'm just gonna leave the cover on it while we work on the car today to save a little bit less headache and stuff like that when it's time to wash the car. But this is how the car sits. Little 4x4 status stock, but now she's gonna be sitting right. The thing is, I know when you lower these Type R with the springs that I go with, you have these ramps and stuff to get up in places. But so this is how it's done the before, and then I'm gonna show you guys that after. This drop is gonna be a big difference. Who's here?
Me.
Jimmy with his
guys?
car. I know it kind of looks a little bit different, but change is coming.
Stay tuned, stay tuned.
So guys, definitely Jimmy's gonna show you guys step by step how to install Swift springs and do it the right way and make your job a bit easier, easiest way. So right now we already got the car on the quick jacks up in the air, so now we're just gonna take the wheels off and start the process.
Brian Little.
Yeah, so got the hood open, got it all the way open from the back. Now we're gonna start
Taking some clips off.
taking the clips off.
So let's just look at these here. So I'm removing this one. So basically there's a spoon guide that shows you that you can remove the whole plastic tray, but you don't really need to. Just remove this one here, this one, and this one. And then we'll go underneath.
Cool. So all the ones across.
Yep.
Yep. So one in that corner, two, three.
And you
Yep.
do the same for the other side as well.
Oh shoot, he magically popped them off that quick.
So then this one. There you go. Bingo. So remember, this piece goes behind this plastic, just to
Oh, okay.
remember when you're putting it back. Essentially, we're going to be putting the whole plastic panel downwards. Okay, that's good. So then we'll go underneath. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, that's perfect. So pretty much we'll be removing part of this under tray here. So now we remove the three up there. We'll remove this one. Just watch your eyes. Dust will fall everywhere. Now this one. And this one. And now you repeat the other side. Or actually, we'll just stay on this side first. Let's remove everything on this side. And so then there'll be one more clip right here. You can see it.
Oh, the one back there.
Yeah. You kind of go one way. If it comes out good, if not, you can like work your way around it, and it'll come out. But these are fresh clips, so they're nice to us. Okay, so let's put these there. Okay, so now since we're still on this side, we'll remove this one center bolt. We'll remove this one last, just because we're removing everything else, and this will be the last bolt, and then everything will move down. So let's save this one for last. 10mm bolt right here and right here.
The quick jack, it
Yeah.
gives you enough space.
A lot of space. There you go. So now this is everything we do on this side, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Now, same thing. Remove the one right here. There you go. Now remove this one. This one. And remember this hidden one right here. This is not as friendly, so we'll work our way around. Yep, there you go. Okay, so the clips here are good. So now let's just do the 10 millimeters on this side. Remember the two up here. 1, 2. Alright, yep, now the whole panel is ready to come down once you remove this last bolt right here. So just get ready for it to come down. And now on the ends here, you'll have to like wiggle it down as well. So there you go. That's all the space you need to access the lower control arm right here. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so then
Okay, now I
let's
get
go
it.
back to the other side.
Cool.
Now we will remove the front sway bar links. So right here. Yep, it's a 14 millimeter. There you go. Yep, there you go. See how it goes in and out easily? So that's the way once you put it back, it will be as well. Okay, so now let's leave this out. I like to put the bolt for this back on here and try not to move the end link itself. That's good. Let's do the other side. There we go. There you go. This one you can just wiggle out. There you go. Put the bolt back. Okay, so then we'll start on the other side.
There we go.
Yep. So now after those two are done, that's the only thing you need to do symmetrical. And now you'll work on one side at a time. Okay, make sure all your clips and stuff are organized. So you can kind of start usually anything you want. I like to do the dust shield here, or it's like the
air duct.
Yeah, air duct. Yeah, one of the diverter or something. Yep. So you see air goes through here. It's opening here. Hits this. I guess cools the brakes. Okay. So there'll be a 10 millimeter. There'll be two 10 millimeter bolts holding this black plastic here. There'll be one right here where my socket is. I don't know if you can see it.
Yep,
And then there'll be one right underneath of it, right here. So you should be able to see it easily.
Yep, we can
Yep.
see both of them.
Yep, just remove both of them off. Sometimes once you break it loose, you can just do it by here with your hand. Be easier. There you go. Yep, let me do it by hand. And there we go. Yep.
That's
We'll
it.
lose these bolts. Just put them in an organized way. Okay, so since that's done, now we switch to a 12 millimeter. So those are 10 millimeter sockets. Now you switch to a 12. And you remove this guy right here.
Okay,
This
the
bolt.
sensor.
Yep. Just know this one has the washers on it.
2 washers.
Yeah, or you can just put it back on there so you don't forget. Go to the other side, over here. So let's first unplug this right here. So this plug connector, I guess for your active dampening. For some reason, I don't know why, but Honda, they always leave it unclipped. You see how it clips in? All Hondas always have it unclipped. I don't know why. So you kind of push back on it and press inwards, and you'll feel it like disconnect. So outwards, in, now pull out. There you go. Now you remove this 12mm bolt right here. So the trick is to have a smaller extension with a 12mm socket and go behind the wire right here, or the line, and that's the best way to do it. Usually I like hitting it so you don't have to use constant pressure. There you go. Get the initial break and everything will come out. You see this one? This one's also a 12mm, but it doesn't have washers. That's why you know this one is different than the other one. Okay, I'm gonna leave this over here. Good, unplugged. So now we'll be removing this guy right here. So now I'll be using a 19mm socket, 19 for right here. So sometimes you get lucky and it'll come out easily, sometimes you don't. And then you might need to use a pass-through socket and an Allen key. So let's see. Okay, not lucky. Okay, so no problem. Okay, so now since this didn't come out easily with the impact, it happens all the time. I used a pass-through socket. Maybe just like an open 19mm wrench would work, but I use this and with the Allen key, so it will go in like this. Because the top of this bolt right here, you'll see it fits with the Allen key. What size is it? An 8, which is an 8 Allen key. Okay, so first loosen and put this on here, and then pet it through here. There you go. And now you can remove it by hand. Careful not to nick any of the Brembos. Let's leave my hands over here. Okay. Yep. And then once it's loose enough, you can just take it out. Yep. So now, 2 ways you can do this. You can put it back on and just hammer it out. It'll come out, or you can jack it up and it should fall out. But I like to hammer it. Nut on there a little bit and just hit it out. Yep. And then what I do, take it out now and get the Allen key. And just slowly tap on it. There you go. And she's out. Yep, and everything goes back in normally, so no worries about it. Yep. Okay, so now we will switch to the hardest part, which is underneath for the control arm. This will be your best friends for any spring install for the Type R. For the fronts, regular extension, a 1/2 swivel. This is your best friend. Harbor Freights. It's your best friend.
It's a 1/2 swivel?
Yeah, 1/2 swivel, just like this.
Nice. And
a 19mm socket, a short one. So it's assembled to pieces. Alright. Then I use the big impact. Alright, let's go. You follow the lower control arm. So it will be this horizontal bolt that causes everyone problems right here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can see it. It's basically for this bushing of the lower control arm. Horizontal. See my finger?
Yep.
And then we were moving these two 19mm. Everything's a 19mm here.
1, 2 on the opposite side of that, and then the one that's straight across, right?
Yeah.
Boom. And that one.
Yeah, and this one. This one, I don't need. You usually don't need to loose it. You don't need to remove it. Just get it out of its place.
So.
Okay. Yep. And be careful because this thing will sling at you, so just be careful to always be pushing constant pressure inwards.
Inwards, okay.
Yep. And now you can see the bolt moves. It won't move. I can take it out too.
Yep.
So yeah, let's just leave it halfway in right now, and that should be good. Now switch to just the impact gun with a shallow socket and take out the other 19mm. Yeah, these are no problem going back in. Yep.
And one is longer than the other one.
Yep, so that's why you know which one's which. So the shorter one goes closer to you, the longer one goes back here.
Gotcha.
Yep, the shorter one goes right here.
Perfect.
Good, so now let's just remove the 2 bolts here. So now we're removing these 2 that hold the strut.
Okay, that hold the strut.
Yep. So those would be right here, right here. So you'll need a 17mm socket and a 17mm wrench. Socket right here, wrench right here. Find a way to get on there.
And both sides are 17, a wrench and a socket.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so it's always hard initially, but then it'll break loose. Same thing here. There you go. Yep, make sure to hold tight. And then take the bolts out.
So you lift up on the rotor to be able to wiggle it out.
Yeah, just nudge it up a little bit, but it should come out sometimes. It depends. Sometimes it's easy in both. So now the strut will come down. Well, not the strut, but the knuckle will come down, and the strut will be hanging. Okay. So what you do, you put your palm right here and just press inwards.
And it's just falling.
And it just falls. And everything's out the way. Okay. Yep, and then just she'll come down. There you go. So now, now this knuckle, I think it's the knuckle, can rotate. So you kind of just keep finagling it inwards, move the knuckle around until the strut will release.
Oh, yeah, it's almost out of there. It's like
Oh,
right on the
and
edge.
now what you can do, I always forget, simplest thing, push down. There you go.
Oh, shit.
And you see how it's sitting on this part of the knuckle? Leave it like that for now, because you'll be if you're doing it on your own, you'll be releasing the 3 bolts up there on the strut tower, and then you don't want it to just like fly down. So,
okay.
Yep.
Definitely, guys, hit a follow on Jimmy because he's showing you guys step by step. I know a lot of people are confused on the
Yeah,
forums
because
with
first
the install.
time when I did it, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like,
Yeah.
why is it not coming down?
Yeah.
Because the guides are like, take it off, and you're like, they never show you how.
How to take it off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so now just remove these 3.
And what size is that?
So these are 14mm. 14.
Okay.
Now just be careful with the last one. You can just look at how the strut will fall. And we'll just check. So yep, so it's sitting on top of the. So we're good.
He's holding it like that.
That's good. So I know it's sitting on top of the knuckle.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
So now, yep. See, sitting right on there.
Yeah.
We're good. Now, yeah, just take it out. You can push it down a little more, or just slide to the side. And just take it out. There she is.
Voila, magic. So that is the front strut out, guys.